I am so excited to be here this morning. I definitely first want to thank Sherelle Jackson. She's amazing. That's why you're here today. And Leadership in Heels for selecting me for the Women in Business today. It's really apropos that the subject today is about courage to lead, right? Because as an executive coach, I work with women who are just coming in, and men also, that are just coming into the workforce, and that they're millennials. I love millennials, by the way. But I also work with, of course, C-level, so anywhere in between. I work with all. And, a part of the executive coaching program is I do a lot of inventories with my clients. And these inventories, it helps us kind of pull out things that are kind of holding us back. Because believe it, pressures and perceptions are the reason why we don't do a lot of things, right? And we are the pressures and we are the perceptions. But we do this thing called fear inventory. So the fear inventory is that I ask, the first question I ask, I say, so in your personal life, in your personal home life, what are you afraid of? Like, what's the fear? And I go, ooh, I get that. Ooh. I can feel them over the either if we're Skyping or if we're in person, I can feel that energy going, oh my God, do I have to deal with this? Yes, we do. And so sometimes they'll say, well, I'm afraid of heights. I go, are you afraid of dying? Or are you afraid that your feet are not planted on the ground? What are you really afraid of? And we dig and we figure out why we're afraid. Because again, fear with perceptions hold us back. Our pressures will hold us back. And so then we talk about, what do you fear at work, in your professional life, right? What is that fear? And some might say, well, I'm afraid of getting fired. Like, fired, huh? So you are knowing you're going to do something wrong so they can let you go. Is that the plan? Or just because you're you, they're going to fire you? So where is that fear coming from? And so when we think about courage to lead, my thought was like, well, with fear, what I tell my clients is that you got to step over the fear, right? Because that's where the courage is on the other side. So if we're back here where the fear is, and you see everything happening, and then you have these perceptions of why you can't do something, that's fear, right? Why things are not happening for you is because of perception. So we got to step over the fear to get to the courage, where leadership is. And I see leadership as a lifestyle. So if someone tells you, well, you're this way at work, and then you're this way at home, and then you're this way in a social setting, that's 3 people. Too many people to be trying to keep a track of. Way too many people. Right? So I say, look, let's get one person involved here. Right? Because leadership is a lifestyle across the board.
Right.
So you have to lead at home, you have to lead in your social settings, and you have to lead at work. And you're doing that. I'm sure you are. You just don't know you're doing that. So we dig and figure out all that stuff in this program that I do. And so I'm just excited to be here today to share with you just a little bit about what I do. There are flyers that are, I think, on one of the tables. And if any of you are interested, you will receive a free introductory session with me. It's a half-hour session, and we really talk about the program in details, but we can also talk about just what you do, right? What do you want to do? How do you want to lead? How do you want to grow? Because the one thing I hear all the time from my clients, the first thing I hear is that I feel stuck. Like I'm stuck at work. I can't figure out why I can't get promoted, or I've gotten promoted and I still feel stuck because I don't know what they want me to do. So we dig into all of that good stuff. The inventories we do, there's one at the end of the year that I'm going to share with you all so you can take with you. It's called Persons, Places, and Things. We have persons in our lives that hold us back, that are doing a lot of withdrawing, right? And not a lot of depositing, right? They're a little negative around you. Because 2020 is about growth and elevation. That's the theme. So if you have those persons, we got to consider leaving them in 19. We go to places in our head. We go to physical places. We go to places of fear, doubt, worry. You gotta make a list of them and leave them in 19. We do things and we say things and we have things. Ooh, we have things. Them size 2s in the closet. We have things. And those things are holding up perceptions, we're holding us back, right? So we gotta take those things and leave them in 19. Make your list, do the inventory, and then profess before the clock strikes midnight to say I'm leaving them in 19 because they are not about growth and elevation. 2020 is about growth and elevation. Thank you guys.